Maybe I need to sit down. Maybe this is too much for my own heart to do a video like this. I'm like, I so entirely saved the best for last. Or I think this is gonna be the worst for last. I am so not kidding on this one. Hi, and welcome to the House of Valentina. I'm Valentina, and today it is utterly pouring outside, and I can't think of a better day to chat about trends that are making a comeback that I'm sorry you really need to consider if you have a heart condition, you need to seriously consider just turning this off, because the trends that are making a comeback are literally going to give you heart palpitations. It's gonna make some of you uncomfortable. When you hear what I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna say, there's no way I'm bringing that back into my house. But I hope what you'll find is that when I show you how they're coming back and the way that they're being mixed in and the way that they're being used is actually quite interesting, and I'm like, okay, maybe. So you guys can let me know down in the comments whether these trends that are coming up, if they are an absolute no, yes, I love that, or maybe. So I hope you'll love today's video. I hope that you'll want to stick around if this is maybe your first time visiting or you haven't hit the subscribe yet. We hope you will. I can't believe we're about to hit 200,000 subscribers, you guys. I am so honored and delighted to get to be a part of your lives and to help you guys build out your homes. If you haven't been to our channel before, we run a real estate and design business. We're based out of Atlanta, and we love to be able to share this content with you guys and to be a part of your lives all over the world. What an incredible thing to get to be able to do something like that. Who would have thought that would ever have even been possible? So we are so delighted. Thank you so much. And without further ado, let's jump into these crazy trends that are making a comeback. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, and please don't kill the messenger, all right? Let's jump in. Wallpaper really just seems to upset people. It really does. Some people who have paid a lot of money to take wallpaper out get really upset when I tell them that wallpaper is coming back. Wallpaper is actually pretty on trend. It's been coming back into style for quite some time. It's been at least a year or so, maybe even 2 or 3. We're getting to the point where a lot of people are talking about putting wallpaper back up. And the reason why is because wallpaper just offers you something that a flat wall just will never be able to offer you. It offers you texture, it offers you pattern, it offers so much interest in the space, it offers you color options. I think that it can be really, really interesting. I love grass cloth. Grass cloth, man, that's such a great material. And I know some of you that have removed it from your homes are like, dang it, I should have left it. Grass cloth can be a lot of fun, and it comes in all different styles. You can have one that's really smooth and doesn't have a lot of texture, and then you can have some that have tons of texture and you're gonna have a hard time not wanting to touch it because it's just so much texture on it. I think you have to think through your personal style. Clearly, I like a more modern aesthetic, so I would err usually on the side of going with something with less texture and something that will just warm up the space. And it comes in all different colors, and I think you have to really think through the whole scheme of the room, whether going with something light or something dark would make it better or worse. I think it can be a lot of fun. Some of the other materials, oh my gosh, have you seen the leathers that have come out? Oh, crocodile. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so cute. I want to put that up so bad. So I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it for myself. I thought that the black crocodile pattern, that would in a powder room would be a lot of fun. I have a little water closet in my bathroom, in my master bathroom, and I was thinking, ooh, wouldn't that be so cute? Or you could do it on the ceiling and have a lot of fun. I've actually used a couple removable wallpapers. If you watched our room makeover that we did for our son, we did a removable wallpaper for him, and that actually, it worked really, really well. Now, he pulled on his curtains a little bit, and so it's come down, and it's harder to get it to go back up if it's come if it's not so sticky on the back. So I think if you're gonna put it somewhere that you don't want it to be permanent, it's actually a pretty good option. But I think if you're gonna just go long term and you're really creating that beautiful, ultimate dream space for yourself, I would go ahead and put in real wallpaper. It's not the end of the world to take it down. I know it is a bit more work, but I say go for it. I think it's really fun. I think it can really change your room and make it really interesting. Ooh. Sorry, I'm reading what I wrote. And I'm like, ooh, beige is back. Oh my gosh. People get so upset about this one. It seems to be that beige is one of the most polarizing colors on the planet. It seems that people either love it. So if you're one of those people who had beige and you hate gray, you are probably clapping and hooping and hollering right now, wherever you are in the world, because you're like, yes, finally, beige is back. Now, beige is back, but it still has a little bit of a brown undertone, and so you're not quite taupe. It's not there. Taupe is really in as well, and for that reason, because we're slowly working our way back to beige from the gray, the blue grays that were in for so many years. Those have kind of gone out of style. It's definitely back. We're going to be seeing more of that, and you're just gonna start seeing that a lot of things will start moving towards that little bit more brown undertone. Beige is anything but boring, especially when you think about it a little bit more fourth dimensionally. You can use beige on your walls. You could use beige on your exterior of your home. You could bring beige in through even just your furnishings. If you're going to think about painting your walls beige, I would look for something like Muslin by Benjamin Moore. Will be a beautiful color. You could also look at Lambskin or Sierra Hills. These colors will give you a really good clue into the colors of beige that you might want to include in your home soon. Some of you are going to be singing the praises of this one. Color is making a huge comeback. For me, I just like living in neutrals. I just find it soothing and comforting. And there are others of you who write in regularly and are like, ugh, who would put in a black pillow on their sofa? And I'm like, me, that's what I like. But for you, you crave color. And if you are one of those people, you are gonna be dancing and singing, because color is making a huge comeback. And it is making a comeback in every single way. Don't just paint your walls a color. We're gonna be painting your cabinets. We're gonna be painting furniture. Chairs are gonna come back in color, color on the rug, color everywhere. Whew, it kind of scares me, but like, maybe I need to sit down. Maybe this is too much for my own heart to do a video like this. I'm like, ooh, is it getting hot in here? I'm getting anxious. Ooh, thinking about all that color everywhere. No, no, it's not for me. It's not for me. Maybe, I'm always open. I am always open to wanting, when I go to wanting something new, that I will want color. I am always open to the idea that I will want something different than what I have right now. And I'm always excited to see, ooh, and I mentally play with it. And at the end, I'm like, no, it's not for me. Ultimately, this is all about creating the home for yourself that you will love. And so if you crave color, then dance a jig and go and check out, oh my gosh, I mean, look, the deck is just waiting for you. And what are you going to choose? Wrought iron railings are making a comeback. I got mixed feelings about it. I don't necessarily always love it. It kind of depends on the house itself, and it kind of depends on the way that it's put in. Sometimes I just feel like it just looks dated, even though it's brand new. So I would think about this trend quite a bit. I'd let it sit and simmer. But I do think that an idea like this, it can be expensive to put it in. And we're not just putting in the spindles, it's integrated with the handle and everything, just the way that it used to be. I think that it can be absolutely gorgeous. If you have plastered walls and you're going for that more modern design aesthetic, especially California, I see it really looks great in that Spanish style home or something that's very organic. It does look really good in those homes. I just don't think that it would look that great in my own home. I still have quite a bit of traditional elements, like the doors and some of the moldings, and I just don't feel like it would just work in my house. That's why I'm still debating whether that's something that I would ever really use, because it wouldn't work in my own house. And I think that's how you have to process through each of these trends. Is it something that's gonna work in your current home? Is it something that you can love and appreciate in someone else's, but it's just not gonna be for you at this time? I think it can also be something that you can adapt. And I personally would love to have like a really modern railing. I've seen some with leather and, oh my gosh, some other materials. I think that you can take the idea and translate it into your own home. You might have a more modern, maybe a horizontal design with your spindles. Do something different that really goes with the style of your home. Have you guys noticed this trend anywhere? I'm so interested if you are seeing this as well. I am starting to see a lot more built-in tubs, as in they are not a freestanding tub. And what I have found is that a lot of people are telling me that they can't get in and out of the tubs that are freestanding because they're so high up. And the awkwardness of actually climbing in or climbing back out, it's too hard because they're so high. And the advantage of the built-in tub is that you can potentially make it maybe wider or longer, and you can still have a lot of water in the tub and you can still immerse yourself, but getting back out could potentially be a lot easier if you don't have a tub that's quite so deep. You have a lot of options and a lot more control, I think, than you do over, this is your freestanding tub, you get what you get. I love this trend. I am thinking about this trend myself. I think that it's so much fun. Why did we take the wet bar out of the living room? I just think it's kind of swanky. I think that you can completely reinterpret this into a modern, sophisticated way. I just think that it would be a blast to have a little mini bar in my family room where I've got my family and my friends over. We can grab drinks, and I'm sure we would have it loaded up with sodas and waters and wines, and we would have, I think it'd be fun to have the wet bar even part of it. You don't have to do that, but I'm seeing now where they're putting in just the little mini bar station. It's a wet bar in the living room. Some people are covering it all up so you don't even see it. Some people have it out in the open, but I just think that this has got to be one of the it's just such a fun trend, isn't it? I just think it's a total blast. I'm all for this one coming back. I just think that it's just fun, and we should have fun in our homes. And when we're entertaining, and you can just go over and grab a little drink and have the little mini bar stand. I love this idea. I think it's so great. I think we should put them back in. I so entirely saved the best for last, or I think this is gonna be the worst for last. I am so not kidding on this one. Seriously, if you have a heart condition, seriously consider turning the video off. I'm laughing, but I'm really not joking, because some of you are going to seriously have heart palpitations from this one. You're really not going to like to hear it. And I know this because I talk to people all the time that are still paying to get this out. And they are very cranky about it. So, Faux Finishes. Faux Finishes are making a comeback. I know, there, I said it, I put it out into the universe. I put it on the internet. I know, it makes me nervous just saying it, but Faux Finishes are making a huge comeback. And I understand for those of you that have had to pay somebody to come in and sand down the walls, sand off the plaster. We've done one house where every single inch of wall, the trim, the window trim, everything, ceiling, you name it, everything had a faux finish on it. I 100% understand why you would not want to have this trend back in your home and why it would make you nervous, because it's like, no, it was so expensive. It was so expensive to take that out. And so much work. I really do understand why some of you would just say absolutely not. But hear me out on this one. Faux finishes are not coming back the way that they were before. I think instead of trying to think of faux finishing everything in your house, you should think about it is a faux finish to lime wash your walls. You're creating the look of age with these products. It can be absolutely gorgeous, especially if you have been in the modern farmhouse phase and you're looking for something that has its sort of warmth, but you want a sort of sophistication that comes with it, more of an architectural digest viewpoint of how to create a rural home, something that is in a rural setting but still sophisticated. I think lime wash actually could be something that you'd be really interested in. Done right, it can actually be super, super beautiful. It can be very compelling, and it can give you a rustic feel to your home that is unlike anything else. And it is a natural product that they use, and it creates a very natural look. And I think it can be gorgeous in the kitchen, in the bathroom. You could do your entire house if you were just gonna go all into this sort of minimal, you want a sort of rustic organic feel, but it's still modern. I think it can be actually beautiful. So, I hope that I haven't scared you off from my channel too much of this crazy video. I hope that you've enjoyed it, that you've had fun thinking about these, that you're still alive at the end, that I didn't give you a heart attack. Please hit subscribe if you haven't already. We love to be able to be a part of your homes, and we love hearing from you. We love when you write us comments down below, because we love to know what is trending in your area, things that are shocking you, things that you're excited about. You guys are literally coming from all over the planet. I mean, how cool is that? You're literally coming from all different corners of the globe, and I get goosebumps. I get goosebumps. I love it so much. I love that we have this international community and that we get to trade ideas. I just think that it is a total blast to hear what's happening in Melbourne and Bogota and LA and Copenhagen and Paris, and to be able to exchange ideas. It's a little bit like that, the old days of the trading post and trading ideas and thoughts and products, and I hope that this will just be a lot of fun for you as much as it is for me. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to hearing from you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.